One. I also fucking smacked my mic, so that's fine. It doesn't matter. We clapped. We clapped all at the same time. Anyway, welcome to episode 5 of the Goof podcast.
Hi, welcome.
And now we're missing Raymond.
Well, not really. He's behind. He's back there. He's back there.
He's back there.
He didn't feel the best today, so he's taking the day off. But anyways, I'm Travis, joined today with our amazing audio man who's been sneaking around so much.
My name's Ryan.
I'm Ryan.
And I'm Ryan too. And yeah, so episode 5. Here we are, dude.
Yeah.
Cinco. We've made it.
We did it.
Not
We're
really.
done. The big
Episode 4
5.
was such a catastrophe.
Yeah.
In just about every single way.
So
Not
what
too
happened in episode 4? You may not have seen it, but we are using 2 different cameras and they have different recording times. So basically, what happened is the camera that's that one stopped recording about 5 minutes or something like that.
Yeah, about 5 minutes prior.
Yeah, and then luckily we were on a part where Travis was just talking about something, so we had to completely cut our shot out, but it was fine.
Yeah.
We weren't saying anything.
Yeah.
But this week we got it down. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
I don't have any wood. Anyway, so how have you guys been this week?
Dude, this week's been it's been rough because, as I've said before, I work in retail, so Black Friday's around the corner, and that's
Black Friday's
not
tomorrow.
fun. No, it's
By the time it comes
By this
out.
time comes out.
So happy
it'll
Thanksgiving.
Be Thanksgiving. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving.
I totally forgot it's Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
if you celebrate Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Some people don't.
Happy day.
Happy day of
Happy
food.
22nd of Thursday in our solar calendar of the West.
Yeah, so Black Friday is tomorrow to you guys, but right now it's prepping, and it's been just so fucking busy because of that, and it's exhausting because I have to go in super early and then go to school afterwards and be there all day and then deal with traffic.
You mentioned like a couple weeks ago that you went into work and in the back room there was just like a pile of boxes,
Endless
to the
boxes?
ceiling, and you were just
Yeah.
like, and then
That
your
was
back,
nothing.
Your back gave up. That was nothing.
That was nothing.
Is it worse now?
Yeah. We
God.
got like 65 boxes the other day. It was terrifying. It's
Dude.
just box. That's just all it is.
Is it just
The walls are gone. It's just boxes now. That's all it's supporting the store.
Riddled. It's
Yeah.
just
Those
riddled
have
with
been
boxes.
removed.
Pretty much. Yeah, it's been spooky. But Ryan, tell us a little bit about your drumming videos. Because he's a really good
Right?
drummer.
Yeah, he's a drummer.
Yeah.
He's a really good drummer.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about that.
Okay. So, to start off with, actually, I didn't get really into drumming until I was like somewhat in middle school. Because before, in like the beginning, so like 6th grade, I actually tried starting to play guitar because I wanted to,
You wanted to be the front man?
yeah.
You want to
Or
be the
actually, I was
guitar
nervous,
hero?
so I'll probably be like the back guy.
Be the guitar hero.
I think that's what even got me started too. Is like,
Yeah,
if
man.
I'm good at Guitar Hero,
You gotta
I
start
think I'll be
somewhere,
fine
dude.
somewhere then.
Yeah.
So then I tried playing it, and then I started, trying to play a little bit, like practicing, looking at all the DVDs that my dad gave me to help me practice.
Uh-huh.
I literally got so mad after the first 5 minutes. I was like, "That's it, I'm done."
You just go like that and smack the guitar on the ground.
Yeah,
You're just
so-
like, I'm done. Wait, that sounded cool. And it's not-
So then, like after a while, I had it hanged up on my wall for like almost like 2 months.
Mhm.
But me not touching it, you can even see the dust
Perfect.
accumulating on it.
Yep. Great aesthetic.
So I
Shattered
didn't like
dreams.
it. And after a while,
Shattered
shattered dreams.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Go on.
That's okay. So then right after, I started watching more like more music videos again, and I started realizing I was like, actually drumming looks really fun.
Mm.
I started watching more videos of like drummers, more videos of people doing drum covers. So it's like more independent drummers
Mm.
in their time. And after a while, I was like, "Oh, Dad, you know what? I think I want to do drumming. I think I'm gonna like it."
Mm.
And then he just kind of went to us like, "You're just gonna waste it like the last time."
Damn,
Well, it just gets-
dude.
yeah,
because-
right,
because-
idiot, loser.
Dad just straight shitting on your
Well,
dreams
because-
right there. He's
because-
like, yeah, fucking right,
Because
dude.
I
Get back to your room.
because I even told him too. I was like, I know I did the last time with the guitar, but I think I really got something with this. I really like it.
Mm.
I think I'm gonna really like it. because I think he's also picked up too the times that I started making drum kits out of pots, pans, lids, using pencils.
There you go.
And then
That sounds like our budget set
Yeah,
here.
he's just like, all right.
Yeah.
Like eventually, it was just like, all right, motherfucker, just go hit something else.
so
Hit the thing that's supposed to be hit.
so then that Christmas he got me my kit. I even remember it was a midnight
Lit
blue
kit.
Tama Imperial Star.
I
That
don't know
was
what
a
that
5
means.
kit. It's just the line for Tama.
Is that like a
It's
nice?
like it's a
What's a
brand.
Tama?
It's brand is Tama, and then the line of drums is Imperial Star, which is like their beginner brand, like their beginner line.
Wimp.
It's not top of the line.
Yeah.
Not
Not a Stratocaster.
not just yet. That
you
comes
gotta be
later
a
down the
born
road.
prodigy.
So then I got it, set it up and everything, started messing around. And I
Yeah.
think I remember even that day or like down the week, my dad just came up to me and goes, "Play me something." And then I just
Put you on the spot.
and then I played Chop Suey by System
100%
of
He
a
was a
Down.
born prodigy after
Yeah, I know,
all.
shit.
Dude. There you go.
I played
called
it. I
it.
played
my
it.
ass wrong in like 5 seconds.
I played it. It wasn't like perfect, but I actually got like the whole beginning part, like the whole beginning, like
It's good enough.
like
And
Tom Phil.
Further than you got with the guitar.
How long
Yeah.
were you practicing that for?
Actually, the reason why I knew is because I played a lot of Rock Band. I played a lot of Rock Band when
got
I
'em.
was little, because
Excuse me.
me and my cousin played it almost religiously when we were younger. So then eventually I started getting used to it. I started getting used to like knowing rhythm and everything.
Mm.
And then after that, I just started doing that. I would actually practice for like years and years before I made my first YouTube video.
Yeah, you went into drum covers with that
Yeah.
really shitty mixer that we hate.
Was
Actually,
that the
no.
one he was using?
Oh, no,
Yeah,
no, no.
dude.
So
God.
actually, my first video was actually using the camera audio. It was using the camera audio, and then
Nice.
I would
Yikes.
mix it. So that was a lot of like old drumming videos from like back then would use the camera audio, and it wasn't like no mic on top of it and everything. It's like
It was just
internal.
just
that little
internal.
needle hole in the camera.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Everyone's first video was like that, though.
So my first 3 videos were like that. They're like just straight camera audio and everything,
Mhm.
and I thought I did pretty okay with those. Because then what was it? My third video actually didn't do too bad. Got like 2,000 views. Like
Fucking
when
more
when
than we
it
got.
when
Shit. Round 5 and we're hitting
but
100.
that was like
100.
after a while. But of course, I would always try to find times when like, all right, when's the peak of this song? Would a lot of people listen to it?
Yeah.
Is it been
Mhm.
done a lot?
Mm.
So I'd try to go through that consideration.
So you were like doing some like, I guess, research on like the stuff that is being like trendy and
bands,
A
stuff.
little bit,
songs.
yeah.
That's interesting though.
Like
Yeah.
Because like
You
it,
gotta take that into consideration.
yeah, that's like an art though.
Yeah.
Like
So-
where I was interning, the lead guy, he's like one of the executive producers of the channel.
Uh-huh.
His like entire brain works like that, and it's just like baffling. Because I was like, hey, like, take me through your process, and he just like started coming off, and it was like 15 minutes, and I was just like, how do you even do that? It's like magic. It's like insane. I don't know how people are able to, get into other people's brains like that.
That's one thing I've really been interested in lately, where I was watching a YouTube video about fucking Gordon Ramsay, and he was like answering questions from Twitter about like cooking and shit. And it's just so crazy how any question could be thrown at him. He's just like, oh yeah, you just fucking do this and this and this, and you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
It's like to have someone be like so knowledgeable about one subject that they're just like such a master of that craft. It's like,
It's just like
Fuck, dude, it's
like
insane.
everything about it. It's just like there's nothing you could ask him that could stump him.
yeah.
Like he knows everything about it, and that's
Or
really
like,
interesting.
if he doesn't know the exact way that you're referring to, he can tell you a different way to go about it that would be just as good.
Yeah.
Or like what he likes, and it's like, fuck, that's
like-
But what's one thing you said that reminded me when we were goofing on about your dad? It's one thing that my dad will never let me live down. Is I was like a starish baseball player when I was in Little League. Like I did the big boy stuff.
Yeah, we're a prodigy.
I was.
We're just a cast of prodigies here.
What can I
Well,
say?
just a little bit.
But anyways, I got to the point where I was going into middle school, and my dad was like, "Okay, like, are you that's when you start kind of preparing for like high school baseball. Is when you start taking it like a lot more seriously."
yeah.
And my dad was like, "All right, are you ready for like the next step here?" And I was like, "Nah." He said, "What do you mean, nah?" And I was like, I said one thing, and he'll never let me live it down. I looked him in the eye, and I was like, I've had my day in the sun.
I was just about to say, like, I'm retired.
Yeah, that's exactly what I
Kid,
said to
I'm
him.
too
He'll
old for
never
this.
fucking let me down for saying that. But and he couldn't believe his ears. He's like, what the fuck? This little kid doesn't even know what he's talking about. And I was like, I want to golf because I'm a pretty good golfer too.
Yeah.
And so he's like, okay, he tried to talk me out of it, and then we started golfing, and we got second place at like a father-son tournament, which was horse shit because the people in first didn't have a judge playing with them, so they just totally cheesed it. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Hashtag not salty about it. But anyways,
You're gonna find them and do a rematch.
yeah, I know, dude. I'll fucking whoop their ass. But yeah, it's like, and now when I look back on it, I wish that I had continued playing baseball instead of being part of the going home club in high school, just going home and playing Xbox. But those have some great memories too.
Oh, that's what you meant, like going home club. It was just like, wait,
that just means going home and playing
not,
Xbox.
nothing to do after.
Straight home to Minecraft, and then Halo Nights, Modern Warfare 2.
Straight home to Roblox for me because I was poor, couldn't afford Minecraft. Yeah.
All right, buddy. Whatever you say.
Straight home to RuneScape.
What do you guys say?
Why did you play Roblox?
I played it for a good 6 weeks, and I was just like, I hate this. Because, like, my computer, after I got off the Roblox kick, I got into Minecraft, and my computer, like, ran Minecraft pretty much, like, perfectly.
Wait, if you were poor, you could have just played cracked Minecraft. It's free. That's...
Castle Miner Z.
Castle Miner Z, now that's another thing.
Did you play that too?
Yes? Who didn't play that?
I'm pretty happy you played that.
Go sit down.
He's in. He's in. Jump in. Sit right in the middle.
If we had a fourth mic, we could do like a little, like,
Yeah.
right in the corner over there or something like that.
He just sits in the dark talking.
God damn it, there was another thing I wanted to bring up, but I can't remember it now.
Well, anyway, today, Raymond knows this, but today,
Ooh,
I
Inside
was just biking around school to get to and from class and stuff.
sounds about right.
And I must be something bad luck, or like Raymond's bad luck must have like rubbed off on me, because two people fucking ate it right in front of me. Like, I was just chilling on my phone.
Wait, why is that bad luck for you?
No, it's like I have like an aura of bad luck around him,
Oh.
of me.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
Because
same.
Raymond, when we first met, we were hanging out by like there was this like turn, and it was like I think raining or something, and this dude was going down on a longboard, and he just like skidded out, like his longboard just like flicked out from under him, and he just ate it.
Shit.
Oh, God.
Yeah, and it was funny because he ate it from where we were standing. There was a bush, so he kind of like fell behind, and we couldn't see him. But then out
Just
from him,
disappeared.
there was just this like spewing of liquid. I was just like, did he spit, throw up, or what? So we walked around. Wait, what was it, Raymond?
What's that?
What was the soda he was drinking?
He was drinking Mountain Dew.
He was drinking Mountain Dew. It was
It's the best.
Red, though.
yeah, it was Mountain Dew
It wasn't just
Code
Mountain
Red.
Dew, it was Code Red.
Yeah, so it was like red. So I was just like, oh
God.
shit, he's dead. Oh god, he's dead. But I walked around, and it's just like Mountain Dew. He's just in his hand, clutching it, and the geyser of Code Red just
Oh
shooting
God, he's
out.
back.
One more interjection. Let me see your drink real quick.
My beer?
Yeah.
What, are you gonna drink it?
No.
Oh,
Okay, so.
I wanted him to drink it.
Here, guys. So when
He's
you
just
fell,
thumping in here.
When you fell, you like fell backwards, right? The drink was like this.
He was just triumphant. He was just like, I'm not wasting this $2.50 on this shit.
It was like this. He's on the floor, and it's like fizzing out. And he did not spill the drink. It was fizzing out.
Hey, that
That is
takes
commitment.
skill though,
That
dude.
Yeah.
does. That
And
does.
Code
take-
Reds, they cost a lot.
Did they?
Yeah.
I've never
Why
had
that?
Code Red.
Well, when you go to like a gas station or something, you get like a like a little bottle. It's like $2.50, $3. That's a lot for one fucking drink.
That
dude.
is.
It is.
That's
You
like as
get-
much
But
as
is
those
it-
like fruit drinks with the actual fruit in it.
I don't drink those.
You don't drink those? You
No,
don't drink
I'm not
healthy?
healthy.
You're not. He's not healthy.
No, I'm drinking beer. I mean, is that not obvious enough for you?
Beer is beer. Beer is like, it's soul food. It's soul drink. It's drink for the...
Yeah, that's what.
It's for the
For your
soul
heart.
and mind.
That's what all the big boys tell themselves.
All right, then.
How are you doing, Ryan?
But I'm doing pretty okay. Just been kind of like,
Pretty okay.
just
okay.
going
What a
through
great
the days.
answer.
Going through it. Helping us out on the podcast.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
I swear, this guy like does everything. Like, I usually set up the audio, right? Like the initial setup. But like throughout the podcast, it sometimes needs tweaking, or like if something cuts out, if it stops recording for whatever reason, he's just on it. Like, he's just thumping around back behind the cameras, just going around, and like it's a jungle back there. Like, I wanna get like a back camera here looking down, and it's a mess.
Yeah.
But he's just like trudging through it, like just pushing cables aside and like getting shit done.
I just imagine like a cheap jungle scene from like
He's
a
just
like a 1980s film where he's like
he's like hacking through the
yeah,
XLR
he's
cable.
crawling through. He's like, oh, I found the panel. Here we go.
Like
It's pretty much like that though.
Yeah, it's pretty messy back there.
like going through the like a scene in Jurassic Park or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. The mixer pops out. Clever girl.
And it just crackles.
Yeah.
Shuts off your mic.
Oh my god, no! That's like, what would the old mixer be?
It'd be the Velociraptor.
Oh yikes, dude!
Wouldn't it basically be like the big, because it's like super huge, it would be like the T-Rex, while this one's like the very fast and nimble Velociraptor running through.
We're like hiding behind the sofa over there. We're like, oh god, is it there? If you don't move, it can't see you. And just like the mixer like scrolling by. It's like,
It like
whoa.
comes out.
Always
It comes out
do
under
this.
the good mixer. It starts unplugging everything and plugging it back into itself.
It's like starts unplugging everything, it goes
That thing gives me fucking nightmares, dude.
You just see it in your sleep.
I
You
do.
wake up, it's sleeping next to you. You're just like, oh.
I wake up, there's like a knocking on my door, and I open it, and there's nothing there, and I close it, go back to bed, and there's more knocking. I open it, it's just a mixer on the floor. It's like, oh no,
Shit.
it's back again.
oh god.
Oh
My
man.
god. Because the funny thing is, when I got that mixer, I was like so proud, because during that time I was actually working a lot out of high school when I
Yeah.
got out. So I say, I bought like the mics and everything and the mixer for my drums, and I was so stoked and everything. And they still sound really good. It's just everything is just starting to like get really sticky and everything, and
Yes.
it's like
Yeah.
it's like
It's like you spilled some fucking soda.
I don't
It's
know.
like
I
my
don't
brother's
know.
Xbox controller.
Yes, yeah. But when it comes to that thing, it's like it's not really that good, but it's my item that I will always cherish, because it's
No,
the
I
first
get
thing
you,
that
dude.
gets me into like all the audio stuff and
Yeah.
whatnot.
It's something you hang up, but never
Yeah.
ever use ever again.
It's like when I start getting into some new stuff, I think at that point it will probably be like that, like a nice memento.
Yeah.
It's
Are you
like
gonna do the thing with like the people on Instagram with like their old like God, I say like so much. Their old Nintendo 64 controllers where they dismantle it and then like put piece by piece in the actual frame. So it's like a blowout type thing.
oh
Yeah.
yeah.
So you can see all the little innards.
Oh yeah, yeah. So you like kind of
Yeah.
just do like a deconstruction
Yeah,
and put it
yeah.
all in like a rack.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
oh, that
Except
would
for
be
that
fucking-
mixer, you'd need the fucking glass case that you'd see at like a trading
It,
card
like,
store or
rotates?
something.
Yeah. But honestly,
Yeah.
it would be really cool to do that, like as
Yeah.
a nice
But
centerpiece.
there's so many knobs and
True.
gizmos.
That'd be
and-
fucking cool though.
Yeah,
But-
that would be really cool.
Yeah.
Like if you could somehow keep it like up and then
Yeah.
encase it in like a clear resin block.
Yeah.
You could just have it. That'd be fucking sick.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, so in the end, we're finding a better use for it, I guess.
No,
in the
you know
end.
what I want to do? If we ever get enough money to the point where I could just buy you a new mixer, Ryan, I'm gonna get that mixer and I'm gonna put it in like some mold and then put like a what's it called? Sap, like syrup type
Yeah, yeah.
color.
Okay.
Make it look like,
Like,
a
oh, it's, like,
mosquito from Jurassic Park.
fossilized.
I'm gonna put it in that and give it
Yes.
to you as a gift.
Yeah.
Like, here's your fucking fossil.
Oh my. Oh.
And then we're gonna drill into it and extract its DNA and make a better mixer out of
Absolutely.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, Travis, you people might not know, but you're like a voice actor, right?
I am.
Yeah, so why don't you tell us about that? Like like
Okay.
real talk, I haven't even heard that much about it. Like
Just kind of amateur stuff right now. I've done a few jobs for companies talking about, like when you're giving a presentation where it's like Tech Steve comes up and tells all the old people about the new technology, and so I'd kind of play that little character for different presentations for
were you
conferences and stuff.
the kid in that one really like super 90s like AOL commercial?
Yeah.
It's just look what I found on the internet.
Pretty
it's like the
much.
fucking like giant screen.
Yeah.
Director says, wrap it up real quick.
Oh, okay. Director
Alright.
says wrap it up. So it's break time.
It's break time.
Gonna go have our
Break time.
snackies and
yeah,
all
before
that stuff.
before our camera blows up on us.
Yeah, but I'll tell a little bit about that when we get back from break.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Careful with the body! Who the heck is he?
So, I can't find Travis and Ryan, but I think I hear them in this room right now.
I think that looks pretty good.
What are you guys doing?
Whoa, hey, whoa, this is a private shoot.
Yeah.
What, Ryan?
We're
doing a photo
shoot
Look, dude, the cat's out of the bag, okay? Look, you caught me. Alright, but since you caught me, I may as well just do the ad read now. So you should go to Twitter and Instagram and follow at Goof_paste on both Instagram and Twitter. Follow us there, and then like and subscribe down below. Because, I mean, come on.
Is that what you're shooting, Ryan? Is that what you're looking at?
Yeah, that bell icon that you gotta smash. Yeah.
So, I'm sorry to walk in on this.
It's
should I
alright,
leave?
man.
It's all right.
Yeah,
But-
we need some private
All
time.
right.
But we need to finish right now, man. So give us a
Wait,
second.
what's that? You need to finish?
Do you like
we
this,
need
Ryan?
it. Obviously, we need it. He needs to finish.
All right.
He's got.
I'll leave you guys alone.
I got a page.
All right, I'm out.
Welcome back to the second part of the Goof Pace podcast, numero 5.
Hello.
I should have said cinco.
Hello.
I should have went for it, but I got too scared.
Number cinco or
Number
numero
cinco.
5.
But so anyways, picking up where we left off in the first segment, talking a little about voice acting. Yeah, so I've done a little small parts. I'm taking a few pretty big boy workshops. Fuck, that's getting pretty close in like 3 weeks.
Oh shit! Yeah, I
Yeah.
heard about those.
Yeah, I'm going to a professional studio to do some workshops with some.
What do you think they're gonna
professionals
like
that.
teach you how to do?
One of them focuses on the dubbing process and a little bit about ADR and working up with syncing and characters in general. And then one of them is the more advanced class of that, going into actually like having clips from anime and dubbing into them and having them mixed and taking
they
direction and stuff
Actually,
like
have
that.
you like do?
I
like a
doubt
demo?
it'll be like actual ones that are coming out. There'll probably be
Maybe,
ones
like,
that are
old
already out.
ones,
Yeah.
yeah.
But it'd be cool. Like
Yeah,
if
that'd be awesome.
if I did really good and they're like, just come on in here and I'd be like, hey.
It's like, hey, yeah,
You never
Will.
know, I mean, but yeah. But it's funny you make that segue because the same friend that talked about told me about the Overwatch topic that we talked about last week. Talked about another one where he was watching a video about voice actors for League of Legends and how a lot of them don't even know what they're recording for, like the character or anything like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Most of the time beforehand, and that's usually the case also with JRPGs and also fighting games. Like a lot of the voice actors I follow on Twitter didn't even know what voices they lent to Soul Calibur 6 until it was out and the people playing the game
Oh,
were
really?
actually
Like until?
yeah,
Wow.
until it was actually out and they're like, oh, okay, so I play this character. Thank you guys for telling me. And so
Huh. That's interesting because I've been to a lot of the voice actor panels that Blizzard puts out,
yeah.
and they always have like the voices of Overwatch on it, and they describe their process as very like open. They're just like, you are the voice of Brigitte. You are the voice.
Well, that's
of...
the thing is that with Overwatch, they actively go out looking for voice actors of that ethnicity or
Yeah.
from that country, and so that way,
And they also try to get the personality.
yeah,
Like you notice that a lot of like the voice actors kind of sorta you can kind of see the character embodied in them, or like you can see parts of their personality in the character, and it's
Yeah.
kind of like, oh yeah, I could see
it's
that
a very
working out.
intense form of
Yeah.
casting. It's very particular, and that's
Yeah.
why. But the thing about that is, it makes the voice acting in that game so real, I guess
Yeah.
you could say.
Mhm.
Instead of where in League of Legends, for me personally, I think it's like kind of just sounds at that
Yeah.
point. Like when you listen to the narrator of the game going on, where she's like, "Oh, tower destroyed" or stuff like that. It just sounds really generic. Like it's just a voice.
Yeah,
But when
it could have been just like
When
another.
it's more personalized, like Overwatch does, it feels like someone's really talking. Like you really feel like you're having that conversation with that character.
Yeah,
And that goes from different directional standpoints and which way they want to take it. You could tell with like anime dubs, for instance, how different directors confront characterization with their actors and how
Yeah.
in depth they go into it with
like
that.
how in depth do they go into it? Because like I noticed from like a lot of English dubs, in my experience, sometimes the voice of the character doesn't really match their personality, or it doesn't match how they look. So like how do they pick?
Well, it depends on the company that's dubbing it. Also, their budget for it, and also just kind of the actors in general, and also the directing styles. There's a lot that kind of goes into choosing an actor for a particular character. Because you have some dubs that are just like I love dubs, but even so, I can admit
Some of them are just real
just
bad.
like, fucking yikes.
This must be the place where Yamato Takero no Mikoto came down from the sky. What? What the heck is this now? Ah!
Dude, like, what were they thinking? But then some dubs, you turn around like Cowboy Bebop,
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z,
Yep.
My Hero Academia.
Mhm.
Like those dubs are
Samurai
particularly, yeah, that one too. That
Yeah.
one, like, there's a few out there that are
Better
like,
than some people
some
say.
people
like,
say they're even better than
yeah.
the sub. Yeah, and
Like Space Dandy.
yeah,
Yeah.
and you know that comes from the actor doing their fair share of research, the
Mhm.
director knowing their show very well going into it. And the thing that I got worried about, because one thing that a lot of the anime companies are doing now to try and produce dubs faster is something called dub casting, which is where when a show initially starts airing in Japan, they'll usually have a dub out of it running simultaneously about 3 weeks later. So when the sub is on episode 3, we'll be on episode 1 of the dub.
Okay.
And so it's kind of simultaneous.
So it gives a lot less time.
A lot less time in between. Because
Yeah.
usually you have to wait about a year until the Blu-ray comes out to get a dub of it.
Yeah.
But now it's a lot more frequent. And in even cases, My Hero Academia, they were putting the dub version of that episode out at the same time they were putting the
Yikes.
subbed version of it out. And that takes so much fucking work.
Are the dubs produced at the same like rate, or are they all pre-produced and they're just releasing it as they go?
No, it's like week to week. Because they get the
Wow.
materials from them and then
So they don't
quickly go
get
through
like
it.
previews.
No,
Wow.
they get it like a week or two before, like the same rate as the sub, and then quickly translate it and rewrite the script to make it, where it's not just a literal translation to English. Make it work, and then also add in the characters and stuff like that. And so,
Yeah, no wonder. Like, I thought you were gonna say something, but
I was waiting for.
no wonder. Like that, it seems pretty scary because that's like an insane kind of production schedule that you'll have to do. It's like it's crazy because it's like you have, what is it, 2 weeks?
Yeah, pretty much.
But your company has 2 weeks to translate and like
Translate,
write,
get the actors, record.
Wait, the actors aren't even casted yet? Sometimes?
For the most part, they are.
Oh.
But, they're also working with other shows because there's other dub casts going as well in a season. So you have to work with scheduling, record booths, and or not record booths,
like
reserve
booths and
booths.
stuff.
Well, they have booths there, but, there's so much going on because there's at least 5 or 6 dub casts going on at once.
In like a given studio.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so, one thing that I was worried about when they announced that was if the quality of the dubs were going to go down because they didn't have enough time to really, research and really get into it. Where if you have that year of the Blu-ray release to when it airs, you have so much time to go and watch the show,
Right.
read the manga if you need to, and really dive into it as a director.
Yeah.
So that way, when it comes to each character that you're having an actor record, if they don't necessarily know what's going on, or they don't know what's going on with other characters because they didn't watch the source material,
And
you can be able to.
The
provide
English
direction.
voice actor directors are usually different, right, than the Japanese crew?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, they're all in house, but a good majority of them are voice actors themselves.
But they might not know like the source material and the context of how the lines are supposed to be said and what actually
and
might
it's
be going
hard
on.
when it's a newer show especially when it's a show that's an original anime. There's no manga or anything that for you to go off of. It's an original show, so it's like kind of you really have to do your research as a director. But I mean, that's why they get paid the big bucks.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But that time crunch must be like insane.
Oh, it's absolutely
the entire.
Insane. One of my favorite voice actors, Clifford Chapin. He directed 2 simuldubs in one season at the same time. I can't even fucking fathom how impossible that must have been. And the 2 sleepless nights. Yeah, I mean,
God damn.
One's
sounds
already
like a complete nightmare.
It sounds like a fucking nightmare.
It does.
But hey, and they both turned out to be wonderful shows with a great dub.
Really?
And yeah, so he's a big boy. I really like. I want to meet him so bad. Anime Expo won't invite him out. Anime Expo, invite him out. Anyways.
Gosh dang.
Anyway. No, so like I was wondering like why don't they invite him out if he's such like a big boy?
Well, the thing with conventions is that they go more into the bigger the convention, the more they want to invite more Japanese guests, where they're in the I won't say actual industry because they're in the industry here too, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And Japanese voice actors that don't get to come out too much, and producers and animators and stuff like that, because people that go to Anime Expo usually really care about that type of stuff. And I would say I do too. I tire of listening to mixing of.
There's actually like a really big following. Like people sometimes watch anime based on the seiyuu or the Japanese voice actors.
Mhm.
They like will follow where that voice actor goes, and they'll just watch the animes that they do. It doesn't necessarily have to be even that good, but like they watch it for the voice actor,
Yeah.
which is pretty interesting because it's like you would usually kind of assume that you would watch an anime because of like the animation studio, because of how it looks and how it was like written and directed, not specifically because of the voice actor. But it does make sense. Like you can get more invested into a character strictly because of the voice actor.
Well, absolutely. I mean,
Yeah.
it's the same thing because Japanese voice actors in Japan are the fuck. They're basically what movie stars are here. So,
Oh, okay.
A famous voice actor out there is Brad Pitt to us,
Mhm.
where their voice actors are more famous than their on-screen actors for the most part.
Yeah.
Because they also usually turn into singers and idols and all that type of
Yeah.
thing.
There's that whole like idol
Yeah,
culture and
where
stuff.
they're like getting paid ridiculous amounts for voice actors out there,
Mhm.
and so but even out here, you go and see a movie that your favorite actor's in, or your favorite director does, and while I watch shows like, oh, my favorite studio is doing this because I love their animation, I'll
Yeah.
watch it for that. But also, if I know my favorite voice actors are in a certain show, of course I'll watch that one because it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, I really like their work and
makes
how
sense.
professional they are and what's not.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because like when I grew up with anime and like in my group of people, all we used to talk about is like the animation studio and like the director, and because like I don't know, that was just my personal experience, and I've never really. It was new to me when people were like, "Oh yeah, I follow because of the voice actor," and I didn't even know that the culture behind voice actors in Japan is so much like more prevalent than here, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Because it's like here you know like Steve Blum and Matt Mercer and like those people.
Matt Mercer, Laura Bailey,
Yeah.
Travis Willingham,
Mhm.
like other huge voice actors like that.
Yeah.
And what's so funny is that you can really see how they're. Damn it, Raimi, you got me sick. How underwhelmed they are here because, for instance, one thing that always gets brought back around in the voice acting community is how they want to make an Uncharted movie. And so you'd think that they would kind of cast the voice of Nathan Drake, since, that's part of the reason why you fell in love with him was kind of his voice and his wittiness. And Nolan North is an attractive man, and he kind of looks like Nathan Drake.
Yeah.
So you'd figured that they would cast him, but instead they want, like Nathan Fillion, which, I mean, Nathan Fillion's great, don't get me wrong, but other actors too. And it's so funny how, like, if I voiced a role of a character, I would want to do the on-screen or on-stage adaptation of it too, because it's like that's my character.
Yeah,
Like,
he's been
what the
doing it
fuck?
for how many years now? Like, how old is Uncharted? Like
2008?
2008?
I think. Maybe even older, but still, it's
Wow.
been a while. It's been a while. Okay. So our roommate came in and made a lot of noise, so that's why you just saw that fancy little effect there. But yeah,
Snazzy.
we were talking about
Uncharted.
Nolan North doesn't get casted for like Uncharted and stuff like that. And so
Yeah.
you just kind of see how voice actors are a little unappreciative
Yeah.
in the industry. But when we were talking about Uncharted, I actually started thinking about that one party. I don't know why I was thinking about it, but there's one party at my parents' house when we were in 11th grade,
Yeah.
I think, when you had your Wii and we were playing that fucking Ninja Star Kirby
Yeah.
game.
Oh yeah.
I lost by 1 fucking point to this guy.
Wait,
Oh,
Ninja
God.
Star
I was so
Kirby
mad.
game?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it was
I've
like
never
heard
about that.
with the like Wii
You could do
controller.
that?
So
Yeah.
so this
Oh,
game
shit.
so this game that I got like a long time ago was it was like a party game, but it was
Uh-huh.
a party Kirby game. And one of them was literally you would shake the Wii
This big
remote and
boy.
you would throw ninja stars.
Mhm.
And you would try to get like the middle target with like stuff going on the screen,
Uh-huh,
like with
yeah.
the spike balls
Yeah.
and everything going around. So I remember playing and he was beating me for like the first like 3/4 of it, and then for like the last like few, I was just going
Fucking Horseshit.
He just got you, dude.
It's
And then
what's
at-
not fair.
And then at the end, he was like, I lost by a point. No. He was like
so mad.
upset. And the
And then-
funny thing was, it was just me and him up. Everyone else was
All night,
asleep.
dude, yeah.
Everyone was asleep. Me and him stayed up till like, what was it, 2 in the morning?
It
Literally
didn't
just going
help
back
that I
and forth
kept
at it.
drinking more and more every time I lost, as I was getting so frustrated, and then it was just working against me in every way. And I was like,
And then the more he did it, the more
You're
he
just
got
losing
sluggish.
by bigger and bigger margin every single time. It's like 3, 4,
Pretty
5.
much.
6. It correlates to how many drinks you've had.
Yeah.
It would get to the point where I'd flick the ninja star and just miss completely, and I'm like, this game's fucking rigged.
And the funny thing was, I would see him, and he was like trying to distract me too, and I'd just see him do one flick. He's like, man, it'd just be really good if I get this one. Oh. And it looked like he was about to, God.
I forgot about that.
He was like sitting there, and I see him, he's like the stiffest thing too. He goes,
How long ago was this?
This was in 2013.
2013.
Mm.
Fuck, damn,
Yeah.
that was 5 years ago. Yeah,
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
man, we're old.
Yeah, we are all old people
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, but that's wild, man.
Yeah, it's really crazy with how like I met you guys in high school too, because
Yeah.
literally the first person that I met in the group was Raymond, and
Wow.
I met him in 10th grade because we had history together on 10th grade. Because I was like, I was new. I ended up moving, so this was like my first year at
Yeah,
high
I
school.
remember when he introduced me to you at the cafeteria,
Yeah,
and I was like, okay, new person, that's cool.
Hello.
yeah,
Yeah, you were really quiet back then.
yeah. I really was, and
You're still quiet.
I'm still quiet now, but I've gotten like more open during that
That's
time.
good, man. You're a flower.
I'm
That's what you
you're
are. You
blooming.
blossom.
You blossoming. Meanwhile, the rest of us are wilting.
wilting, and
We're ready
just
to hit our peaks.
I thought.
He's wilting right now from his
Oh,
sickness.
I'm starting to get to my peak while all you guys are starting to get down on your
Yeah. I mean that's what happened to me. I don't know if I've talked about it on the podcast how I was very extroverted in high school, and then as I got to college, I got extremely introverted.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you
yeah.
flipped.
I absolutely flipped.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. I think I talked about it on the first episode. We don't talk about the first episode.
Yeah.
though.
We don't talk
about
about
that
this. It's buried.
'Cause,
Archived. Archived.
one. Look, dude,
Holy-
the fourth episode sucks too, so you can't say anything.
Not as bad.
Yeah, you're right.
You're right.
You right.
So I thought it was really cool when I first did meet him. So after the year I had when we got to junior year,
Mhm.
got to junior
What was
year,
that?
I started having like
Little
a
charge up there.
I was like starting to go mental at that point.
Oh
So
no, he's gonna start laughing. It's gonna be all
all
over.
right, but here's how this goes. So I met him in 11th grade, and Raymond ended up introducing me to him and another friend.
Mhm.
And during that time too, I would just like every once in a while I'll talk to Raymond, because in 10th grade I was in a very prestigious club, the ping pong club.
There was a ping pong club?
Yes.
Dog, I would have
the
fucking
hell?
trashed you.
So
You gotta go play ping pong, man.
so
I
I was in
have
ping
to.
pong club for like that whole year. So every time we had lunch,
I'll save it for after. Go ahead.
It's okay.
I remember a really good story.
so every time we were at lunch, I would always go, and I think there's like a couple times where Raymond would try to say, "Hey, you want to hang out?" I was like, "Nah, man, I got a club to go to."
Ping pong club, dude.
Yeah. But he
Gotta get
didn't
the fuck off my back, dude.
he didn't know really until I told him like near the end of the year what I was like doing for it.
Yeah.
And so at the beginning of junior year, when he found out that we had like a couple classes together, he was like, "That's it. You're coming to lunch with us. You are gonna come to lunch and you're gonna hang out with us."
What
I'm
an
like,
aggressive boy.
he was
so
like,
when that
How
happened,
about that, dude?
he's like, where are you going? All these lunches, just like ping pong club, and then Raymond goes, trashes everyone, leaves them all like beaten up.
He's
on
like,
the
if I
floor.
win, you have to come to lunch. Just fucking whoops them all.
so I thought it was really cool. I met you and everything,
Yeah.
and I thought he's
The
like,
worst
yeah,
day of your life.
no.
just
Well, I've had
Honestly, I
worse,
thought it was
slightly.
really cool to like meet you and everything. You were like pretty cool and everything.
Thanks,
pretty nice.
man.
And then
Building up my self-esteem right now. I'm feeling kind of good.
so the little thing that also that they always had fond memories of when I first met them, and not even like 3 weeks or a month in, there's these random intervals in school back in high school where I would just have a random, I would say maybe like a laugh attack. So it would be like
What's this?
The
say
laugh attacks, dude.
Yeah.
Yikes.
so in our English class we would have like a separate amount of time to read
Yeah.
So it's like our reading time.
Was it the
everything.
quiet ones or the one where it was that loud?
It
You
was
had-
the quiet one where we were just
Oh,
sitting there
those are
and
the
you
fucking
and
worst.
You guys had
Yeah.
reading time?
yeah.
Well, it was like, because we're all dunderheads who couldn't read like on our own outside of class, so he would give us time in class to read, where we would all have to sit in silence and do
Oh
it.
shit!
Yeah.
Which, for us being the dunderheads we are and quiet classroom, it was like perfect time to make anything super funny happen. And that's exactly what would happen.
Wait, did you do the thing where you were just like,
No,
No?
oh, no, that wasn't me. I think that was.
I don't know. We would like, we had a piece of paper that we would start drawing on, and we would pass it around. And I'm fucking awful at drawing. So one time I tried to draw Master Chief, and his helmet just looked like a fucking toenail.
And then a year later, I tried drawing a creeper from Minecraft, and I put arms on him, and then
put arms on a creeper?
and apparently that killed everyone. I was like, I just put arms. Why is that making
Creepers don't
everyone?
have arms.
Just a buff
Exactly. I
creeper.
don't play Minecraft enough to see it. It got
He flexes
swole,
and explodes.
and then I don't know. There's just
Yeah.
like so
you,
random.
you would just outburst
Yeah.
in fucking laughter.
So
and
when
it would just
I-
be so contagious.
When it happened
Yikes.
and everything, it just it happened and it started rolling. So when I would start, so I would giggle a little bit, and it's always because I would remember something stupid, or I would just see something little that made me get going. So I'll start laughing, and then I'll start laughing harder, and then harder, and then harder, trying my best to stay silent because it's silent reading. If I make a noise, the teacher's gonna look at us and go, "What's going on over there?" Like nothing. So literally, there's been a few times where I'll have the book and go.
So you just sit in class with a book.
Dude,
in your face
his
with the
laughter
reading.
is so contagious. Like, I remember one time, this was in 12th grade, we had fucking economics together.
Here it goes again, dude.
And I think Raymond looked at me in like the middle of the class, and he's like, Tommy Salami. And that made me laugh really hard. And
then-
Ryan sat across from us. Did you sit across from us?
Yeah, it was like across the room.
Yeah. And
I
so
sat
he
across
saw
from
me laughing, and then he started laughing, and then we were laughing at each other, laughing across the room, and then he stood up and just left the class. And like you see him like the class is quiet, and then outside the window of the door, you just see Ryan like fucking laughing his ass off. And then everyone thought he was going crazy, and this one girl was like, "He's going crazy," and then everyone started making fun of her.
Good.
Yeah, it was
Good.
good.
Trying to start shit
It
against
just.
my boy here.
Oh my god.
But
So,
yeah, dude,
it's like-
oh my god, his
so
fucking
for-
laugh is just like.
So for 2 years straight, that every time I had a class with him or Raymond or Stewart,
Bluert.
Blue.
I just had those
Bluer.
random laugh attacks. And there's even been a few times where I had your house for our little gaming parties,
Little
where
hangouts.
all of us would try to fall asleep, and I'm just laughing for no reason in the middle of the night. I actually had.
Those times weren't fun.
Creepy
No.
laughing
No.
at night.
You're just trying to fucking sleep. It's like 4 a.m. You just hear Ryan going, Ryan, shut the fuck up. Try to sleep. Oh, here he comes,
Oh, here
dude.
it comes.
So adding on to that, Travis's party, right? Wait, I need to get adjusted. So
He
when
doesn't
we
even
s-
seem sick anymore. Look at him.
I'm in this right now. So, anyways, when we would sleep at his house, we slept on concrete garage floor with cockroaches, I think, roaming around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, we fell asleep in that though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was not. It was.
Just disgusting
wa-
garage.
I didn't
floor.
want to make my. I didn't want to wake my dad up
Uh-huh.
because he was scary when you wake him up. Not in the sense of like, he was just a really big guy and yelled really loud.
Yeah.
He was
You
just like,
You just don't want to interrupt him. You know what I mean?
"Oh."
Yeah.
But so you brought something up,
Right.
and it was ping pong.
Right.
And so on my old Mac laptop, I thought it was so cool, like the 8th grader YouTuber. And I had a ping pong table in my backyard.
Did you?
And so basically, like, you could flip up one side of it and like kind of play against yourself. And so I made a video like of myself playing ping pong against myself.
So I don't know what's worse, playing ping pong against yourself or racing yourself or
Well,
tackling yourself. in
Honestly, it's the
football.
ping pong one. Okay, so let me set the scene.
Okay.
So you got an edgy 8th grader listening to Blink-182, playing that in the background.
Has Slipknot
Who's
on his
saying,
shirt.
"Yeah, I rock. I'm the best ping pong player out there." And then, and so I go from that to hitting a ping pong ball against a wall for like 3 minutes, and then I mess up and I'm like, "Oh no!" And then I'd start doing it again. The whole song Like no edits, no cuts or anything. It's literally you just listen to the whole Blink-182 song, and it's just me playing ping pong against myself.
All right, hold up.
It's not even impressive either. It's just bad.
It's
It's just bad.
Is it
Can I get
somewhere saved on a computer or something?
Yes, and I'm gonna try and get it.
Yes.
Can I get a little side note? What
course.
song was it?
Oh fuck! I think it was "Don't Leave Me," but it
Ooh.
also could have been something about a letter. I haven't listened to Blink-182 in a while. Don't. Oh, another video that we did in
Okay.
that tried YouTube channel was me and what should I call him? Ex-Dolphin Marine. I'll call him that.
Ex-Dolphin
me
Marine?
and Ex-Dolphin Marine bounced in a trampoline for 6.5 minutes.
Is it just a straight roll of
No-
you
no
bouncing?
edits?
Just us bouncing in a trampoline
With
to
Blink-182?
girls just want to have fun. For 6 minutes of just us bouncing in a trampoline.
That has to be an aesthetic at
Oh
some
my
point.
God,
That
dude.
style has to come into like
Oh, man.
trending
Back then,
status.
we thought we were like the coolest fucking kids on the planet.
What was
Like,
going
Well,
on?
when you
What
guys-
was going on YouTube back then? What was the context?
Fred was a big thing back
Yeah.
then, and like
It was-
RuneScape music videos, which I still
RuneScape
think
music-
are kind of cool.
RuneScape music videos?
Yeah, dude.
I heard
Yeah.
of Maple Story music videos. Have you ever played Maple
RuneScape
Story?
music videos
No.
are better.
No?
No,
So
I've never played
fuck
that.
Maple Story.
Maple Story
just
music
kidding.
videos.
I used to play
Those are the
Maple
shit.
I like RuneScape. Did you ever play RuneScape, Brian?
No, not really.
Did you play World of Warcraft?
No, I didn't play those games.
You
Although,
played drums.
no, although,
No, you tried to play guitar.
listen,
What did you used to play?
when I was little, I would mainly just play things like Mortal Kombat,
Oh yeah, I
Mario,
forgot about that.
Mario games, things like that.
Can I just say, I'm terrible at fighting games. Like I'm the fucking worst. But I beat Ryan at Mortal Kombat X when it first came out just by button spamming because he didn't know what the fucking controls were yet. Sorry, I had to burp. And I beat him once, and I was like, okay,
That's
I'm done.
I'm done.
I've seen my time in the sun, as my dad likes to say, but I fucking retired, dude. I was
One and
like,
done.
I beat Ryan, and I was like, I'm good. Now
Yeah.
I just need to beat you at drumming.
Beat me in drumming.
Just beat
Yeah.
me at Guilty Gear.
Have you been drumming recently?
These past month or two, I haven't been able to because we trying to get things cleared out and everything. Just having a lot of our some of our old
Are you moving?
no just some old stuff that we were trying to organize and things.
Oh, is
Okay.
it? Did you move to like the garage or something?
Yeah.
Like that at your parents' house. Oh, okay. Makes
Yeah,
sense.
so like I would have like my kit in there, having like all set up with like
Uh-huh.
the mixers and the mics and everything, but I had to kind of take it down because we were needing to pack some stuff up.
Oh,
So now
okay.
we
So it's
now
like
once
everything is kind of rearranged.
yeah, so once we finally get everything moved out, I'm gonna start doing drumming again.
Nice.
yeah.
What did your neighbors have to say about that?
Yeah.
Did you get neighbor complaints?
You know what? Strangely, actually, no. The only time
That's
I got
really
it was once when I first started, and
Did
then
you do it like the dead of night? It was like 1 a.m. You're like,
Real good
actually-
idea.
no, but I had my cousin. I had my cousin. No, I'm sorry, my uncle.
you can do it, buddy.
Yeah.
You got this.
I have my uncle come in, and actually at like 11 at night, he goes, "All right, man, come on, bust a move for me." I was like, "It's 11. It's 11 at night. I don't care.
Wait, he
bust
said
something."
bust a move, and your instinct was go to the drums.
No, but that's what
Knowing you'd probably break into fucking song and dance when he says that. At least that's what I would do.
So when he had that, then I just started playing for like a straight 2 minutes, and he was just like, "Yeah," like all
Wait,
hyped
wait,
and
That's
everything.
why you got
How
the
do you do
fucking
it?
noise complaint.
How do you do it? Do that again? Can I get that? Oh, that
Yeah.
was beautiful.
Amazing. Can you get a soundbite of that?
Get a good soundbite of that, and then
That's what they got the noise complaint for. Was you going?
but that wasn't me that did it.
Yeah, I know, but I just,
Yeah,
But-
they complain on your
It was-
household.
it was
But
too good.
yeah, actually, the thing is, I get more people coming up to me and telling me
how
they
dare you make another noise, Regine? Bye, Regine.
Bye.
That's our
Bye.
roommate. She's leaving. She doesn't live here.
So, but yeah, I get more compliments actually than complaints, which is the funny thing because I've
Yeah,
actually
that's why they didn't. That's why they didn't call the cops on you. They were just like, "Fuck, free show." Oh yeah.
Have you ever had a thing? You know, one thing I've always wanted to have, because my parents' house is on cul-de-sac. Is that what it's called? When
Is
it's
it the
like,
one where it's like a
it
dead end
ends-
and it kind of like bulges up at the
Yeah,
end?
yeah. Is that a
That's
cul-de-sac?
Yeah, it's cul-de-sac.
Yeah. So I used to live on a cul. Why is it called a cul-de-sac?
It's called a sack.
Cul-de-sac. Cul-de-sac. That's great. So, anyways. I always want to have like one of those block parties where like every house on the block like pitches in, has like a little stand or something like that. I feel like those would be really fun.
Yeah.
I think those
Yeah.
would be.
That would be really cool.
I would have
We
liked
need to
that.
have a goof pace
Goof
called
pace
of sack
block.
called
block
of sack.
party.
Called of sack. That's what I'm
You
talking
close
about.
that
down
would
the
be pretty good.
street, got goof pace flags flying everywhere. But yeah.
I want flags.
We want flags.
You know what I really want for
A
like
banner.
backdrop here? Well, kind of, but also it'd be like cool to have one of those neon lights of like our logo.
Oh,
Jelly,
yeah.
get on that.
Actually,
I need
make
you to
us a
make
neon light.
a neon light of goof paste.
No, we need to get 6 flags of 6 flags.
6. Okay, so you want 6 flags with 6 flags on it of our logo?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait. Wait. So
So it's
six-
like
So you,
it's
you want
good-
6 flags
so
of
you
our
have
logo.
6 flags.
It's a
No,
six-
no. You want 6 flags with 6 flags on them on each individual flag of our logo
That's
on a
fucking
flag.
genius. That's fucking
Absolutely genius. Oh no, here he comes again.
genius.
So the battery's running low, so we're gonna have to cut it right now.
Well, way to break the fucking bad
Yeah.
news.
Yeah.
Get out. Go.
No, I
Get-
gotta say bye.
Oh yeah,
We
it's
gotta
true,
wrap
you
it
had
up.
to say bye. Okay, well,
Okay.
thank you so much for watching this episode of the
Of the-
Goof Face
Thank
Podcast.
you very much.
Thank you
If you
for
celebrate
watching
Thanksgiving,
our-
happy Thanksgiving. If you celebrate General Food Day, then happy
General
General
Food
Food
Day.
Day.
Yeah, so we're gonna go eat our turkey and other various poultry now.
Yeah.
Canned turkey.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyways,
Canned
Don't
whole
tell them.
chicken.
Anyways, I'm Travis.
I'm Ryan.
who are you?
All right,
I'm sick.
we
I'm
don't know
Raymond.
who he
I'm
is.
sick,
You're
guy.
getting me sick just talking. Go away.
No, I'm serious.
Thanks for watching.
See ya.
Happy Thanksgiving, guys.